All right, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another video. Okay, I want to talk about something. This is going to be really deep. I hope y'all getting ready for this new year. You know what I'm saying? New year, new life, new beginning, new beginnings, should I say? But anyway, I want to talk about, breaking your habits. Breaking bad habits that don't serve you. I mean, look, I'm just gonna say this for myself, right? Even me, I gotta work on this. Cause there's been a lot of bad habits that I have fallen into myself this year. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we should try our best to improve each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you're somebody, who has a hard time to stop eating junk food. I can attest to that. Sometimes I do be eating a lot of junk food myself too. I'm not perfect. But let's say if you're somebody who has a hard time eating junk food, or somebody who has a hard time of quitting drugs like smoking or drinking, instead of you just focusing on replacing the bad habits, you should just focus on, first of all, don't just stop your habits. Don't just say to yourself, oh, okay, I'm just gonna stop doing it. Like it's not gonna I'm not gonna do it again next time. No, you gotta find a replacement. You have to replace those habits that that are destroying you, and replace those habits with good habits. Like, if you're somebody who eat a lot of junk food, replace those junk food with going to the eating healthy, eating more fruits and vegetables, eating more like things that gives you life, like natural food that comes from nature, that comes from God. If you're somebody who has a hard time quitting smoking, if you're somebody who has a hard time quitting smoking, what you can do, instead of just trying to get away from the drugs, replace those habits with other sources, like other things, like working out. You know what I'm saying? Like going for a jog or a run. Those are things that can help you get your mind off of the drugs. You know what I'm saying? And what else? Let's say if you're somebody who has a hard time getting stuff done, like you're just somebody who just procrastinate a lot. Man, it's tough, because even sometimes myself, I be I can't even say it right. Even sometimes I be procrastinating, and I know it's certain things that I know I should be doing, but I just end up putting it to the side. I'm working on that as well. If you're somebody who procrastinates, you gotta, I don't know, like you just gotta find a way to buy time. Like, instead of you just sitting at home not doing anything, instead of you letting your mind just run, like, instead of letting your mind just go all over the place, you gotta focus on, man, I don't know, it's tough. I don't really know what to say about that one, but all I can say is, try to focus on getting the task done, in the best of your ability. You know, don't work too hard. We don't want to work too hard when it comes to anything. We want to work smart. You know what I'm saying? Work smart and not hard. That's the goal, you know? And I know it's tough. Like, for a lot of people, like, I know a lot of y'all be going through a lot of bad stuff. You know, trauma, relationship issues, family issues, you know, your diet, etc. And one of the things that I've been thinking about recently is this toxic positivity crap that people be saying. Like, for example, if you're somebody who's like going through like a hard time, and you tell somebody that you know, or you talk to a friend, or you're having a conversation with a friend, and he or she just like tell you, oh, everything happens for a reason, or it is what it is. What else they say? Time heals all wounds. All of these generic, empty platitudes, like, yes, they're true to some degree, but they don't really hold. Like, those are empty platitudes. Those are meaningless phrases that really don't help the person that's going through a traumatic event, or like it doesn't help the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just be saying these platitudes just to make themselves feel better and make you feel worse about yourself. And all that ends up doing is just backfiring on you. Like, these people, they just don't know how to, they don't know how to give you that emotional support that you need. Like, they just say these generic phrases that everybody has already heard, but that doesn't really help the person's actual problem. It just like kind of make things worse. What things that they should say is, oh, I'm here for you, or let me know if you need anything. You know, stuff like that. Stuff like that is what really, you know, can help someone and make someone feel like someone is listening to them. Like, it makes them feel like someone is valuing them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just something I'm just getting sick and tired of hearing. This toxic positivity crap, like, it gotta stop. Like, for real. Like, this toxic positivity stuff, it has got to go. Everybody is saying the same generic thing that everybody's saying the same phrases that really don't mean anything. Like, for the most part, you know, like a lot of people think that you're supposed to be positive 100% of the time, every single day. That's not what life is. We all have our ups and downs. Like, we all, you know, experience good and bad, you know, like this world that we live in, there is no such thing as, oh, everything is supposed to be positive. Everything is supposed to be, you know, everyone is supposed to be all happy, this and that. No. Like, everybody experience frustration, everybody experience anger, everybody experience sadness, you know, etc. You know, like, no matter who you are, there's always going to be positives and negatives in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just like how, you know, like, I heard somebody say this on YouTube. I heard somebody say, you know, anything that you, anyway, but what I'm trying to say is that, you know, in this life that we, you know, live in, there's always going to be positive and negatives, both. You know what I'm saying? You can't have hot without cold. You can't have up without down. You can't have left without right. You can't have in without out. You can't have light without dark. You can't have good without evil. You can't have positive without negative. You know what I'm saying? Like the goal is for us to find a balance. You have to find a balance, you know, to things. Like you have to stay balanced. You know, that's one of the that's one of the great ways for you to you know, to deal with certain, you know, issues or problems in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be, you know, you got to find that middle ground, you know? Anyway, I just wanted to give y'all this quick message, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all have a good new year, you know? Let's start off with a healthy mindset next year in 2026. Let's start off with fulfilling our goals and dreams and the things that we really want to do, and reprogramming our subconscious mind. Because you can tell yourself, oh, I want to do this, or I want to do that. I want to start a business. I want to go back to school. I want to do this. But if you don't have no emotional charge behind that, then it's really not going to mean anything. It's like you're just really talking, but you're not going to put any action towards whatever goal or dream you have, because you don't have no emotional charge behind that. You're just going to feel empty as hell on the inside. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, anyway, I'm out.